everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Vikings going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Smith on first down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Burner. And they are going to set up shop at the third. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing is Smith. This is Bell on the dump off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Minnesota first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Delaney Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The quarterback stayed in the pocket. He got licked for it, but it paid off. Touchdown.
Talk about a true strength throw. People wrapped around him.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Patrick DeMarco. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith now to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Delaney Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. And out now come the Vikings. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, now Bell hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ivey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2nd down, 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Delaney Walker with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. The give is to Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. To throw on second down is Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They come out here in the eye. A give to Bell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
And the ball is knocked out, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Durant in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up.
I was gonna say, what the hell? That's funny.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in, we've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we gotta execute to win.
Ready! Ready! Ready!
Okay.
Ready! 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 Ready!
Any other options? Not really.
Ready! 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 Move! Ready! Ready! Ready!
Oh, great. Good start. That's a good throw. Oh, wow.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
What the... Oh, god damn it, game. Don't give me the option to pick a play. Jesus, just give me the play. Oh, god damn.
Fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
$50 is worth of additional content. You're crazy. Stay undefeated, you know. Game, I don't think that's gonna happen.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be a drag-em-out brawl as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Vikings are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Panthers, who will need to be sharp on offense. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's been all systems go in this. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Smith. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
Jesus.
A lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness wins the route.
Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it.
You weren't that wide
You
open,
have just
actually.
too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Bell, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Greg Hardy there for the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
It's the wrong button anyway. God damn it.
And that way you often control the game.
And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Nothing like Le'Veon Bell. What the hell? Oh.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I'm going to be out for a bit, so I'm fine.
Going on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Damn it. I wasn't
So
even aware
much
of that.
about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things.
Right. Damn.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here.
Yeah,
At least they got
damn.
points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the
No!
extra point. That's
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Smith now to throw. And incomplete.
Oh,
The
come
contact
on.
made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one.
Hell was that?
So
The shit was that?
At the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brown, the lone receiver left. Smith.
No.
And it's
God damn it.
incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And right side caught Hogan. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
For the love of God, man. Come on.
Still second down.
I'm behind and you're going to really do a legal block. Damn.
2nd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, Smith.
Yeah, no, forget it.
It's intercepted.
No point.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action here on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Oh my God.
And he
Come on.
is down deep into Carolina territory.
Another person's injured now.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, Smith.
No, come on.
His throw's going to be incomplete. action. It's Smith.
No.
And his throw
Damn it.
is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Oh, come on.
And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough,
No.
that's only going to help your
Thank you.
defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Hogan.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability,
Damn it.
often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will
Hold him,
yardage
but like, make
back
him
to
not
the
move for a
3.
little bit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about
No.
changing their play calling.
Oh, my days.
Some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement
Just when I'm
the
about
run
to
game.
throw the
You don't
damn
totally
thing.
abandon
Come
it,
on.
but you try and give it a little bit of help. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Prescott to throw on 4. It is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Prescott. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And quickly, they get to the line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Prescott yet again. He finds his man, the tight end Wilson.
What the?
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. from the red zone now. Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
No! Oh my God, come on.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Dude, it's literally right there, man. Come on.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Thank you. Jesus.
Zone touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals before this one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
No! Oh my God! I'm literally holding down the R1 button and he still doesn't want to throw it in time. Come on, man, no.
They take a little time to develop and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's got his
Get off.
target yet again.
Oh my Lord. How you end up on the other side, going the other direction and I'm holding down right, you're going left. Come on, man.
Hurry back to the line now. And again, it's Prescott.
What?
And this one's incomplete.
Literally. There's a guy literally right there. Why are you overthrowing it to him? Oh my God, this game's actually trying to actually make me lose.
Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Like, that was an open pass and the guy just throws it somewhere else. Come on.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Come on, let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset.
Come on.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second
Yeah, these guys
down.
just want to be stuck in their friggin' running route. When you try and make them turn, it just goes, nah, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna keep running all the way away from what you want.
To the air again, Prescott. And right side caught, Hogan. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
You know, do you think this? Oh my God! You see the absolute stupidness that is happening, man. Oh my absolute days! Dude is open, but some of the guys wants to just dive straight through the ball. Yeah, my guy's just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not getting that. Come on, man.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach,
I've never seen no dive for a ball like that ever on the defending team. Like, that is ridiculous, right there. My guy didn't even try to freaking get the ball, and the other one just dives for it like he wants to get it.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Whatever.
It's intercepted. And some room to work. Picked off like down the numbers. There he goes. And he
Oh my God. So stupid, man. When is it stuck?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here.
You know, some of the bullshit that's happening in this match is ridiculous
big
right now.
shots downfield, and not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here.
You know what BS is happening in this game today? It's ridiculous.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown.
Oh my! You see, and now I'm gonna get touched. It's gonna be holding offense flag. Jeez, man.
We do have a flag. So let's see what this is about.
The amount of absolute.
And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home.
Goodbye.